The images that surfaced on social media quickly became the most talked about part of the premiere. In one photo, Aryan Khan can be seen posing proudly with his school friends, standing side by side with the same ease as any group of young adults celebrating a friend's big achievement. Another set of pictures added even more charm to the story. A before and after comparison. On one side, we saw Aryan and his classmates in their school days, full of innocence and energy. On the other side, we saw the exact same group, years later, gathered again, but this time at one of the most exclusive film events in India. The contrast was striking and heartwarming at the same time. It told a story of growth, loyalty, and the value of keeping old connections alive in an industry that often thrives on networking and superficial relationships. For fans in the United States and around the world, this story resonates because it's not just about Bollywood. It's about something deeply human, the power of staying grounded. Whether you're launching a film in Mumbai, starting a business in New York, or chasing a dream anywhere in the world, success feels sweeter when you share it with people who have been part of your journey from the start. Aryan Khan's premiere showcased exactly that, and audiences everywhere could see a bit of themselves in that story. The takeaway isn't just about celebrity culture. It's about remembering your roots and honoring the people who helped shape you. So as Aryan Khan's career begins in the world of filmmaking, the buzz around his premiere has already given us a glimpse into the kind of person he wants to be. Talented, ambitious, yes, but also loyal, grounded, and appreciative of the bonds that truly matter. That's why his gesture of inviting school friends became such a standout headline, even among the presence of Bollywood royalty. It's proof that sometimes the most charming and memorable part of a glamorous event isn't the fashion or the celebrity guest list. It's the human touch. And in Aryan Khan's case, that human touch might just be the quality that sets him apart as he begins his journey behind the camera. Let's take a step back and understand why this particular move resonated with so many people. Aryan Khan has grown up under a microscope. Being the son of one of the most famous actors in the world automatically puts you in the spotlight, even if you never asked for it. From childhood photos to college updates, the public has always been curious about his life. So, when he made his debut as a director, many expected the event to be an ultra-exclusive industry affair, dominated by actors, producers, and Bollywood royalty. And yes, those stars were absolutely there, making the premiere a glamorous night. But Aryan turned heads by adding another element. He brought in his old classmates. That choice made people see him not just as Shah Rukh Khan's son, but as a young man who values real friendships and remembers where he came from. What's especially fascinating here is how this gesture played out on social media. The internet has a way of amplifying certain narratives, and in Aryan's case, people instantly connected with the authenticity behind his move. Fans and netizens praised him for not forgetting his roots and for choosing to share his big day with the people who knew him long before he became a public figure. Many users commented that this made him seem down-to-earth and relatable, despite belonging to one of the most powerful families in Indian entertainment. Others highlighted how rare it is for celebrity kids, especially those in Bollywood, to openly celebrate such moments with friends outside the industry. It struck a chord with audiences across the globe, and soon, the images of Aryan with his classmates were trending widely. Now, let's talk about the premiere itself. Held in Mumbai, the event was a glittering affair that lived up to every expectation. Aryan Khan's directorial debut, The Bods of Bollywood, attracted an A-list crowd. Celebrities like Kajol, Ajay Devgan, Karan Johar, Farah Khan, and of course his own family members, including Shah Rukh Khan, Gauri Khan, Suhana Khan, and little Abram Khan were there to support him. For any filmmaker, the first premiere is a nerve-wracking moment. But Aryan had the comfort of knowing not only were Bollywood's biggest stars in attendance, but so were his oldest friends, cheering him on. That balance of personal and professional support is something you don't often see in such high-pressure environments. Aryan himself seemed to embrace the moment fully. Reports suggest that he was calm, collected, and confident as he introduced his work to the world. But what made people smile even more was his public acknowledgement of his school friends. He didn't just invite them quietly. He proudly reposted the group photo on his Instagram stories, confirming the news for everyone. That simple act of sharing meant that he wanted his followers and the wider world to know how important this moment was for him and how grateful he was to have his friends by his side. In doing so, he created a narrative of inclusivity and gratitude that resonated across generations. It's worth reflecting on why this matters beyond just being a sweet gesture. In an industry where young stars are often judged harshly, sometimes accused of nepotism, sometimes put under impossible expectations, Aryan Khan is carving out an identity that emphasizes authenticity. He could have leaned entirely on his father's fame or kept the premiere strictly professional. Instead, he blended the two worlds, the glamour of Bollywood and the simplicity of real friendships. This sets him apart from many of his peers and creates a new kind of image, one where success is not just about rubbing shoulders with big names, but also about lifting up the people who've been there since the beginning. For his friends, of course, this moment was likely unforgettable. Imagine being part of someone's journey from school classrooms and canteens to standing next to them at one of the most high-profile premieres in Mumbai. That's a kind of story you'll tell for years to come, and it adds another layer of charm to Aryan's personality. It also reflects his understanding of loyalty. Many people lose touch with old friends when they climb the ladder of fame and success. Aryan, however, is showing that you don't need to forget your old bonds just because you're stepping into a new world. That message resonates with audiences everywhere because at the end of the day, friendship is universal. Another interesting angle here is how the Indian media and international press covered this. While headlines naturally focused on Aryan's directorial debut and the presence of Bollywood icons, many outlets gave equal weight to the story of his school friends. That's unusual. Typically, entertainment coverage centers on designer outfits, red carpet photos, and celebrity interactions. But in this case, the Friends reunion theme became just as newsworthy as the film itself. That tells you just how powerful the image was. People are craving realness in celebrity culture, and Aryan delivered it without even trying too hard. Of course, there's also the element of Shah Rukh Khan's support. The superstar is known worldwide not just for his acting, but for his wisdom and humility. And seeing him proudly back his son on this journey, while Aryan simultaneously highlighted his friendships, created a layered narrative of family and community support. It wasn't just a father passing the torch to his son. It was a young director showing that he values both family and friendships equally. That combination makes Aryan's debut feel like more than just another Bollywood release. It feels like a cultural moment where personal values and professional ambition came together in harmony. You know, every once in a while, a story comes along in the entertainment world that feels different. It doesn't just highlight a celebrity's fame or the glitz of Bollywood premieres. It gives you a glimpse of genuine personality and heart. That's exactly what we saw with Aryan Khan, the son of Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan, when he stepped into the spotlight with his highly anticipated directorial debut, The Bads of Bollywood. But what really grabbed the internet's attention wasn't just the star-studded guest list, packed with big names like Ranbir Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and Madhuri Dixit. It was the fact that Aryan chose to invite his entire group of school friends to celebrate this milestone moment with him. In a world where premieres are usually about industry connections and red carpets, Aryan Khan's gesture stood out as something refreshingly warm and real.